Good evening. Welcome back to another episode of Grey Man's Profits for the advanced learners, and today we're deep diving what is a CBDC, or Central Bank Digitalized Currency, and how does it work? Well, let's do a deep dive. First of all, what is it? So imagine, instead of you spending $1 or with your credit card, so all money is removed, and in exchange you get these tokens that are valued at whatever your currency is worth. That means that when you go to buy something at a store, you might scan your wrist or something, and your identification card is connected to your bank. That way you can spend it automatically. So this is exactly what it is. And it's going to become a very, very common thing, saying that it's already appearing in different countries. What are the pros and cons to these? Unfortunately, most of the pros also balance as cons. So, first of all, digital tracing on spending. It means that if there's any fraudulent activities or if money ever goes missing, it's very, very easy to find because, of course, each coin has a specific identification code which is unique to that coin. So it's very, very easy to trace down where that exists. Additionally, there is no counterfeit, money laundering, or fraud possible in this system. Or if it is, it's very, very easy for them to catch them. Because, of course, you can't replicate the amount of one coin saying that has the same identification code and would get red flagged. Additionally, it makes it much harder to hide money. And also centralized spending capacity. It means that no matter where you go, you don't have to worry if a place only takes cash, doesn't take AMOX, because it would all work on one system, one monetary value. So you go thing, and no matter what you're buying, you can pay for it. This also goes into the cons. So the pros and cons are, the cons are they have absolute control. The government knows exactly what you're buying, wherever you're going, and everything else. They know every step that it takes for that coin wherever it moves. Additionally, they can tax you on absolutely everything. So every purchase is a micro tax, and you wouldn't have any option about paying that because there is no exchange. So it's just a one-party system. And you can say, oh, that already happens with credit cards, but you don't get the same taxation with cash. So that is an exception. And additionally, they can introduce undisputed laws. So let's say that they want to do, a new movement. They go, hey, we want to restrict carbon emissions, or maybe even reduce the amount of red meat that you can eat. It means that once they introduce these laws, there's no options because you'll go out to pay them and it will not allow you to pay for the item. You're like, hey, you've overstepped your emissions for this week, so you can't fuel up your car. Or you're reduced to 10 kilometers for this day. Or if you want to have specific dietary requirements, being like, hey, your red meat intake or your protein intake is too much. And for our sustainable society, you're going to have to choose another option. What are ways around this? So instead of using a CBDC, you could also use a different digital currency. Let's say Bitcoin, Ethereum, or something that still holds its value. Or even you could buy physical assets. So if you own houses, if you own rare metals, if you own jewelry, those can be states of value. The only problem with that is, of course, jewelry can be monetized. Gold, if you hand in lots and lots of gold at a certain point in time, you're like, hey, I want to trade this in, it's going to be quite suspicious. And additionally, for cryptocurrency, Bitcoin is a great option, but unfortunately, a lot of the central banks already own huge amounts for that, so they can manipulate the markets. But those are the best options that we have so far. I hope you have a great evening, and I hope that informs you a little bit about the CBDCs and how they can be used. Have a great evening.